Namaste, this is JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics and Statistics in Faculty of Agriculture Sciences, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So today I am going to discuss about the session standard deviation and variance, and this session is a part of the course research methodology and biostatistics, and in the program of BPT and B Optometry 6th semester running in the various universities. So today we will understand what is meaning of standard deviation and variance, and what are the importances of this topic. As all we know that standard deviation is a very important part of the measure of dispersion, and measure of dispersion have many various components like range, mean, quartile deviation, standard deviation. So standard deviation is one of the good measure of dispersion, and having various applications in research methodology also, and various purposes of the research, and in the various purposes of the other fields also. So that's why it is a part of the study of various courses, like courses of engineering and agriculture sciences, mathematical sciences, and the various other courses, pharmacy, physiotherapy, and various other courses. So first we see what is standard deviation. Standard deviation is defined as the measure of the amount of variation or the dispersion. So just we can say how much variation in the data set, or how much variation or dispersion in the data set we can analysis by the standard deviation. So that is the standard deviation, and just we can understand here by that way, if the standard deviation is low, if the value of the standard deviation is small, then the values of the data set are close to the mean value, the arithmetic mean values, right? Mean values. And while if the values of the value of the standard deviation is high or greater, then definitely the values of data are just widespread and not very much close to the mean values. So standard deviation is important part, and it is having a formula, like we can calculate here this one in different cases, like for the individual series, for the ungrouped data, and for the group data. And what is variance? Variance can be understood here like variance is simply the square of the standard deviation, while the standard deviation in mathematical form, if we want to define it for the individual series, then it can be defined as it is a positive square root of the arithmetic mean of the deviations of values taken from the mean values or the arithmetic mean. So again, just I would like to define it. The standard deviation is the positive square root of the arithmetic mean of the deviations, square of the deviations, and the deviations are taken from the measure of central tendency part, that is mean. So that is the way. And if we take the data for the ungrouped data or group data, then it can be defined in terms of frequency also. So just in terms of the frequency, and for the ungrouped data, the formula of standard deviation can be just said in that way, like positive under root of 1 upon n, then summation of fi, then bracket xi minus x bar whole square. So one extra term of fi is coming there, and that is the formula for the standard deviation. If this is simply individual series where frequencies are not given, then we can remove the term of fi. And now we can understand here with some other aspects with example. So we share some slides. See, methods of find of standard deviation. So we are having the formulas. The standard deviation is given by sigma is equal to summation yi minus y bar whole square upon n and raised to the power half. That is also equal to, can be defined as summation yi square upon n minus y bar whole square raised to the power half. And for a group frequency distribution, the formula is given in terms of fi. So just this term is multiplied by fi also. So summation of fi into yi minus y bar whole square upon n raised to the power half. That means it is also equal to summation fi yi square upon n minus y bar whole square raised to the power half. What is n there? Capital N is the summation of frequency, means of total number of data, while small n is also representing the total number of data. Yi is showing the values of the data set, and fi represents the frequencies of data, and while this y bar is showing here the arithmetic mean for the data y. So these are the formulas to calculate standard deviation and methods to find variance. So simply, if sigma represents the standard deviation, then sigma square will represent the variance. So it is the square of the standard deviation, and simply it is equal to for the individual series summation of yi minus y bar whole square upon n, and for a group frequency distribution it can be defined as sigma square is equal to summation fi yi minus y bar whole square upon n, which is also equal to summation fi into yi square upon n minus y bar whole square. So these are the methods to find variance. So simply, if we have sigma as standard deviation, then sigma square will represent the variance. Now we can understand here with some example. In this question, what is given that find the variance and standard deviation of the following numbers. So we are given that some numbers, and according to question, what is required to find standard deviation. So first of all, we have to find the mean, because in standard deviation we are required to find mean value, and therefore this mean value is given by 46 upon 8. 46 because it is the summation of the data. The data given that 1, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 are given in the kind of the series individual. Therefore the mean can be calculated by simply summation of xi upon n, that is summation of xi means 46 upon 8, total number of data are 8, and that is equal to 5.75. Second point is here deviations from the mean, that means yi minus y bar. So we have to find all the deviations from the mean value. So yi minus y bar just required to calculate yi like the given data, y bar is the arithmetic mean which has come there 5.75. So just calculate yi minus y bar like 1 minus 5.75, 3 minus 5.75, 5 minus 7.5, 5 minus 7.5, and so on. So in this way, just calculate all the deviations, which is these are coming there, minus 4.75, minus 2.75, minus 0.75, and so on. And now we have to take its square as required to apply in formula. So just we will take yi minus y bar whole square, and this is coming there 22.563, 7.563, 0.563, 0.563, 0.063, 1.563, and 10.563, and 18.063. So these are the values of the squares of the deviations. Now next step, just we have to add all these summations. We have to take all the summation of all these squares. So we will just we will take the sum of all these squares of deviations, and finally it is coming there 61.504. 61.504 is the summation of yi minus y bar whole square. And next, just we have to apply the formula for this case for the sigma square. Sigma square is representing here the variance, and sigma square will be equal to summation yi minus y bar whole square upon n, that is 61.504 upon 8, and it is equal to 7.69. So now standard deviation sigma is given by 2.77 and variance is equal to 7.69. So standard deviation means sigma, which is the under root of sigma square, that is 7.69 under root, that is 2.77. So this is the part of the, this is the example of the standard deviation and variance. And if the question belongs to the group data, then frequencies will also come, and just in this formula, like sigma square will be equal to summation of fi into yi minus y bar whole square upon capital N. Just fi is multiplied in numerator, and that will give the value of the standard deviation. So it is the part of the standard deviation and variance, and very important component of the measure of dispersion. And in the same way we can calculate the rest of the questions, the rest of the problems, and again we can say standard deviation is a very good measure of dispersion. It has some merit points and having some drawbacks, some demerit points. So just we will discuss what about the merit points. The merit points are like standard deviation is a good measure of dispersion because in this part here we have not neglected the sign. We have in the way that we have neglected the sign in the calculation of the mean deviation, where we have taken just like the absolute value sign. So in standard deviation, because no absolute value sign is there, so it is a good measure of dispersion. Next, it will be beneficial for the calculation, further research calculations, because it is a good measure of dispersion. So it can be used for the further research point and further for the mathematical concepts. And if we take all the values as constant value, then definitely standard deviation will become 0. So it will be 0 when all the deviations are taken, when all the values are taken as constant. And besides this, it is independent from the change of origin. Means when we change origin, then the standard deviation will not be affected by this. So again, it is a very good point, and it makes this point standard deviation important. And some drawbacks are there, some demerit points also are there for the standard deviation. Like what are the just demerit points? One of the very important demerit points is that is calculation. It is not very easy to calculate at any time and for each and every person, because the calculations are required calculator or some other electronic tool. So it is not very easy by the hand to calculate this one, and for each and every person. And one again important on the drawback point is here, that one when we change the scale, then it will affect it. So the standard deviation will be affected by the change of scale. So it means we cannot change the scale when we have to find the standard deviation. So this is the standard deviation and the part of the variance. So in the today's lecture we have discussed thoroughly the definition of standard deviation, its a formula, and its just uses, and how to calculate for the numerical purpose. So students are just advised to learn from this concept, this part from the concept, and practice over the numerical parts, because it is very important part. and it will be always useful in the part of research. So that is the important point, and so you have to just study right from the concept part of this session. So I would like to complete this session, and with this here, I would like to conclude. Thank you.